Alright, Guardians, this is going to be a run-through of Bunker E15 on Master Difficulty. Bit more of an efficient setup, for sure. Barrier and Overload champions, Void Burn, that's the usual stuff. We've covered that previously. So I've got Fatebringer, explosive payload or timed payload is going to help you get 2 shots into an Overload and stun it instead of 3. I've got a Scout Rifle, just for Barrier. Not really a big deal. The Barriers are just like, you can use really what you need. You just have to have something for Barrier champions. This is just what I've got kind of, decently mocked up already. And then Truth. 2 Truth rockets will basically usually set you up with enough damage, especially, I did it at 1310, still was able to finish them, but I also was able to, hopefully with 1318, put a bit more damage in. I was using Sundering Blast and Surge Detonators, so Arc for the Overload champions. Also, as a Titan, I'm using Curious of the Fallen Star, that's a big one, but the Arc, detonators are nice as a bonus if you need in a pinch to throw that at a Overload Minotaur who charges at you. Otherwise, really just, hand cannon, stun him, 2 rockets, and a finisher should be able to get the job done on most of the Overload Minotaurs. But Sundering Blast is a nice bonus. You don't theoretically need Surge Detonators. You can use whatever you really want. Sundering Blast, though, is nice. Every time you stun them, they explode. Tend to kill stuff around them. Never a bad thing. So this is a more efficient run than typically what I do. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one as well. So here we go. All right, so when you start, you just got to pick off a few of these ads. Start with the Dregs, start with the Vandals. The Dregs will be throwing grenades at you. Vandals will try and pick you off from the back. This guy back here, if you kill him early, you just don't have to worry about him peeking out again. Otherwise, he'll typically just sit behind this rock the whole time. Really not a big issue, honestly, for most of this. Opening section, try and find the Vandal up top. Just be aware that Overload Captain is going to be down there. Grenades are nice if you can get those shots in. Peek your head out, dude. Come on, just show me your face. Come on. And again, this is a place for the grenade to actually be able to hit the Overload Captain if for some reason. But that stun also will kill the Dregs. Biggest thing about Overload Captains, you need to kind of be on your Overload weapon most of the time. Attrition is the annoying modifier here, but if I can stun him again. 1, 2, and he's dead. Now that one had a little bit more damage in there. Totally fair on that one. Normally it might take 2 shots and then the finisher, which you got to be pretty quick on so you can't be too far away. But 2 rockets, you'll definitely need to have some heavy ammo drop to use a rocket launcher just because there are quite a few champions in this one. So keep mixing up the weapons that you use. Always good to mix them up. And the nice thing about this whole entire thing, you have buddies. You have these little ads as help. Now, you're going to have a Minotaur in the back. This is the only shield, so if you can kind of get back here, and I know this may seem dumb, make sure he walks in front of you. Thread the rocket back there, you'll be able to kill the Minotaur. Not really too much else left. If things die, just kill whatever goblins remain. And go around the little pools on the ground. Reload whatever you got. Pull out the Scout Rifle. This is Barrier Central, so just save your heavy ammo for now. Not really needed. Alright, so again, unlocking your little buddies to help. Start with that one first. You can mess with this guy, but you're also going to have a lot of ads over here. So if you want to clear those quick or let the bots do the help, either way is going to work. Again, if you want to take out this Hobgoblin early, it's a good idea. The snipers are the ones you kind of want to clear out of there as quick as you can. Goblins, of course, here while you're clearing this area out. Just watch them. Make sure they're all dying. Make sure you don't have anything too much coming at you. On this bridge, you'll have the 1 Hobgoblin sitting in the middle. Make sure you take it out. Watch the goblins out there. Try and avoid the goblins for a second. Shoot this guy. Unlock the ads behind it. And you'll be able to get some assistance as well. And again, you can drop down. Gather your life, gather your thoughts, pick up one of these little wells if you can before they disappear because they're not there forever. And again, for the time being, just shoot stuff and see if anything drops. Nice to see some heavy ammo drop. It's kind of just something you're going to need. So again, make sure your heavy ammo scavenger, reserves, ammo finder, all that stuff is equipped so you're good. You're going to have 2 barrier champions. You're also going to have this Cyclops in the middle that can just instantly nuke you. Nice prime example. I'm showing you why Void in this thing will hurt. Because the Void Burn will delete you. I love these spawn locations when it throws me to the back. It's always fun. At some point I'll get a Flawless on this one. It's not a big deal if you don't. Still got plenty of time, and Flawless doesn't exactly do anything, but every so often when that Cyclops has got your number, it actually does have your number. So again, if it is going to fire back here at you, be cautious. It is probably a good idea to take care of it first, though. If it will actually look at me, that'd be nice. Once it starts to go a little crazy, make sure you're really trying to put in work. But that barrier champion does kind of want a piece of me. I gotta be careful. Depending on how high up he is, he might have an angle. And you can also leave the Cyclops alone and take care of these ads down here. This is another way. Use these 2 doorways. Take care of the ads down below. Also, just gonna be as easy of an option as the other one. So again, notice the bots are doing a lot of the work. Makes your life a little easier. Cyclops will do his things. Grenade's actually nice to throw on the Cyclops. Just let it punk away at his damage while you're not up there in the line of fire. Nice way to clear it out, especially as those Cyclops shots really do tend to go everywhere. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at our barrier champion. As soon as he gets any decent amount of damage on him, he's going to pop that shield. Now, he will explode. Now, if I have heavy ammo, I can put a lot of work in this way. Probably come up, finish him up, actually. There we go. See if anything fun drops. I got some ammo from him. Not really too worried on ammo yet, but towards the end, you've got 4 champions in the final room, and they're all overload, so you are going to need the ammo. So at this point, I would definitely save it. Hopefully you get a little more of a drop in there. Make sure this guy goes down. Wait for the explosion. Put some damage in where you can. Switch back. Make sure you are reloaded. Important, because that shield's going to come up very quickly. And then he's actually going to kill himself with the explosion. So, bonus. That's the Sundering Blast when you stun those champions. Take a little scan, see if you got any ammo in the room. I got kind of screwed on this one, so we're going to go forward. Now, I do have my super, so I have 1 delete button on a champion, but as for my rockets, I will need each of those to make sure they count, and then finish off the champion. So for now, just work your way around. This part takes a while. Though honestly, the most annoying part is the Wyvern. It's because they have so much health. Not really a great crit spot on Master if you're trying to use primary ammo. If you delete them with, like a grenade or a super or a rocket, for example, if you're just swimming in ammo and just a ton of it drops, cool. But if you're not in that situation, they just take a while to kill, and there's not a great way I found to manage that, honestly. They just have a butt ton of health. Pretty much all you seem to be able to do. Now, the nice thing is, you'll notice he's going to have some of the guys working on it. The bots are helpful for this. So use them. Definitely make sure you use them. Watch for the grenades. Again, if the bots are putting work in on the Wyvern, and he's got his back to you, and you can actually see that crit spot for a rare moment, put some work in. See his backside, actually so much more damage, literally 2.5 times the damage. Makes a difference. But as soon as it's close, you can finish it, and then go back in your hidey hole, back down here. Make sure things are reloaded while things are spawning. You'll notice the boss will spawn. Champion will not be far behind. That'll be the first of 4 overload champions. You're going to want to be aware this guy's probably going to be coming fairly quick. And he's not going to be alone. Now, the overload champion, first one, will typically charge me in here. Not always, depending on if it's seen me or not. But usually you're going to be greeted by that overload champion pretty fast. So just be aware. The goblins may be bringing a very big and fast buddy with them. Now, if not, it's maybe because I pulled down here a little fast. May have gone up to the sides. Boss is up there. Just give it a sec. Wait for these things to go away so you don't lose your health. Attrition still makes life a little bit difficult. But again, we're at 7 minutes in. Boss is slowly getting damage done to it thanks to the little bots. They're actually really helpful in this. Overload's typically going to be over here, so shoot him once. Don't stun him on the stairs. Try and bring him back in here. Hey, buddy. Come on. Try and stun him back here. Let the explosion. 1, 2, and then finish her. And that's literally just about the perfect amount. Didn't matter if it was 12-18 or 12-10. Truth pretty much hits for, if you stun him, Sundering Blast, 2 rockets, and then finisher. That's each champion. I have one other one that I'm going to have to delete with my super. That's actually not too bad. For now, just use your primary. See if you have any heavy ammo roaming around. If the boss starts firing at you, hide. As you can see, that stuff will just end your life very fast. Not really a great thing, so make sure it's focused on somebody else as you switch covers. Come back but here, reload, switch, do what you gotta do. And then slowly put your damage in. Look for his face. You still should have a barrier weapon, so you can shoot through the barrier. Gonna be a little closer here. If it turns at all, if that hider even thinks about turning at you, go back in your hidey hole, because as soon as he turns, those deletions are coming. Now you can see the Overload Captain, Overload Minotaur coming. Make sure you're reloaded. Should be coming right at me here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and finish. And again, that is the combination of 2 rockets, champion, and this guy's going to be the guy who kills me. Really? I don't think so. I got one more champion and then a super for my delete button later on. He's still going to be sitting out here. We just got to put enough damage in to move him around the room. If he turns to you, make sure you move. There he goes. Because that void splash damage is pretty much non-stop. Ow, that's the stuff on the floor that... I swear that stuff on the floor looks like it's gone. I'll go over to pick up my little orb of life, and it's not totally gone. Yep, there's a dead. And again, that's kind of the thing with attrition. If you don't pay attention to your health, you get a little aggressive on this one, especially after that 15-minute mark if you're going slow. You can get nuked pretty quick, so be cautious if it's looking at you at all, or if your health isn't full and that boss can kind of mess you up, be aware. Alright, so health of the boss has gone down. He did finally move out of this front corridor. Looks like I stunned the champion around the corner. I did get heavy ammo to drop, so I will need to run out and get that, and then I won't actually have to use my super for the delete. Try and keep him tagged so he keeps coming for you. Okay, he's just not going to die. Every so often they get to be insanely aggressive. He got stunned earlier. I guess I was hitting him while he was still invincible. It throws you back here decent ways, but notice he's still, you know, he's still up there. So we got a little retreat. No, this is not a flawless run. I've been basically close to flawless multiple times. It's just on if you get a clean run at him. Be careful as he will turn around fast, but if you can get him here, stun him, let him explode. 1, 2, and finish. Oh, he actually just died straight up. I think I hit him a little more damage-wise somehow. I'll take it, though. He will be back up on his little platform. Notice the health just slowly goes down thanks to the ads basically ticking away at his health. You got one more champion. I'm going to use my super on it. Might be coming right now, actually. If it is, just watch the bottom left corner of your screen, see what happens. But right now, if you just got the normal ads out, see if you get any heavy to drop. It'd be nice to see it drop close so I could actually pick it up, as opposed to going out in the world of treacherous boss nukageville. Yeah, take a second, hang out. The final champion spawns fairly low on health. Like, he's still got a third, but it takes a little bit more for that thing to actually spawn. So, if these pools will go away, which they seem to mostly be gone, I'm going to try and get a little... See, that should not be hurting me. It looks like it's gone. If you duck out like that one, be very cautious. Looks like I actually got 4 rockets, because truth is just, you know, kind of stacked. Alright, so now we do have our final champion. I just saw him teleporting close to me. Should be coming. Done. 1, 2. And if I didn't have any stupid mishaps, basically I would be good. Boss is getting lower on health, depending on if I got a rocket left or 2. I'm going to fire 2 up there. And then I'm going to nuke the boss. Could have nuked the champion as well, but I did get some heavy ammo. That is everything. Open sesame. And there we go. That is Master Bunker E15. You guys see, if you're a little patient and not overly aggressive, flawless on this one is actually quite doable. Let's get back to the surface. So overall, this one isn't too bad. Obviously, the boss will ruin you. If the overload champions get up on you and slap you, you're also likely going to die. And attrition makes it really hard to be aggressive because your health is slow to come back if you get damaged. Biggest thing, something in your heavy slot needs to be void. I'm sure swords would actually be fairly good. I have imagined if you get a stun and you're close enough, you could probably put some good work in with Fallen Guillotine. Crown Splitters of Titans apparently busted right now for, you know, you could enjoy it for the rest of the season. But I've gone through and I still did it with this. Basic Behringer's Memory, put Major Spec on it for that little extra damage on the champions. About 5 grenades per, and just make sure you get the stun. Unload your heavy. On the grenade launcher, I had to hit all 5 to be able to finish it, and then use that finisher. That finisher is really going to be the way to get that last little bit of damage, because depending on what your heavy situation is like, and also to conserve some ammo, that finisher is big. Again, I used an exotic to delete the boss, but I really didn't use it the whole time. It's nice to have something to be able to delete the boss, so whatever your super is that is like, you know, deletion worthy, use that on a champion if you need to. Not always required, though. But other than that, with the bots helping you the whole time, they give you a bit of a distraction. They slowly work the boss health down. This one is actually doable. And again, I've done it about 13, 15, not crazy health for weapons. So I'm about 13, 33, I'm not crazy high. Plus 16, medium weapons on Pinnacles, not really just completely maxed out. Hopefully this guide helped you out. If you guys did enjoy this one, please drop a like below. If you guys are looking for a more, you know, usual loadout, I've got another video over this one somewhere, or will be coming in the future for another release time for this one. If you guys have comments about loadouts you guys like to use, drop those below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and the alert bell will help my videos make it to you in the future. You guys can find me on Twitch, streaming Destiny sometimes, but typically a lot of variety on Twitch because Destiny has its, good days and quiet days. And then you can find me on Twitter as well. Thank you all. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.